Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Keeping Goals. If you're new here, my name is Conor O'Keefe and Keeping Goals is a vlog following my attempt at becoming a professional goalkeeper. Slightly different setting. I'm not in Loughborough anymore. Unfortunately, the Keeping Goals HQ is no more. I'm back in the northwest of England, which is where I'm from. Johnny is still in Loughborough, but still bringing you Keeping Goals content. Even though I'm no longer in Loughborough, fortunately, I do have a new camera, so there's no more filming on my phone with that terrible quality that Johnny could not stand. And hopefully you guys will appreciate that we still have the quality content that we've been producing for the whole of Series 2. We're going to carry on with that. This new camera that Johnny has picked out for me, I don't even know what it is, but it seems to work well. Will hopefully do the job. And we will keep bringing you the Keeping Goals that you are used to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the gym workout videos that we brought you over the last couple of weeks, the strength workout video, the power workout video, and also the goalkeeping warm-up video. Those 3 videos were something that a lot of you have been asking for, and I hope those gym programs will help you, will benefit you, and the expertise that Jordan brought to those videos will definitely help you to take your game one step further. But if you haven't watched it yet, follow the link, go and give it a watch, and hopefully it'll bring you a bit of benefit and a bit of value. So, since leaving Loughborough, it's been a little bit manic. Obviously had to move all my stuff back home, settle back in, have the parents get used to having me, my brother and my sister back home because we've all come home from university. But I also managed to get a nice little holiday with Frankie. We went to Wales, had a really nice week where we did not do anything, had no signal, no Wi-Fi, had a really nice week exploring, going to the beaches, relaxing, and it was definitely needed after a long year that you guys have seen of exams, studying, football, trials. We needed that time to switch off and relax. I couldn't have stayed away from Johnny for that long, so he did come up this week, just gone. Look who's here! Johnny's come. We've just finished filming a special episode of Keeping Goals, which is going to go out next week.
Yeah, next week.
So Johnny came up from Loughborough, especially for that episode. And now, as a result, I'm going to treat him to lunch at the Trafford Centre. So we're going to go and find somewhere nice to eat, because that was a very tiring episode that we just filmed. So I need to eat a lot, Johnny needs to eat a lot, but it's definitely one that you're going to enjoy. So next week, get ready for it. You'll like that one.
Good fun to film, good fun for Con.
Yeah.
But it's hungry work, and now I want some food.
So we're going to go in, we're going to get some lunch, and then we're going to go home and have a chill, I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Speak to you in a bit. But now, it's back to it. Back to the same focus that I've had all year, trying to become a professional goalkeeper. At this moment, I still don't have a club for next season. I'm still talking to clubs, still trying to find somewhere to get in for pre-season, still trying to find somewhere where I can play my football next year, whether that's in England or whether that's abroad. But that is what I'm at the moment. The summer is always a very strange time for footballers and people involved with football clubs. When the season finishes in May, there's a big lull. Everyone goes away on holiday for the end of May, most of June, and it's very, very quiet. And then suddenly, it just goes mad. By the end of June, people are moving clubs, managers are moving, things are happening, you're ringing people, people are ringing you, you're trying to find opportunities, but it's going so quick. And if you're not on it, you might lose that opportunity. But at this moment in time, I don't have anything sorted. I'm not with a club. I haven't started pre-season with anyone yet. I do have another player trader trial on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to showing what I can do in front of the scouts again. But I'm talking to other agencies, other clubs, other goalkeeper coaches, other players that I know, just trying to find the opportunity, prove what I can do, and earn myself a contract. Whether that be professional, semi-professional, in England or abroad, that's what I'm looking for at the moment. But I know that I do often say, I'm talking to these people, I'm waiting for something to happen, but I don't actually give you any details. So I thought for this week's episode of the vlog, I would actually talk through the details of trying to secure trials at a professional football club. A lot of you guys ask me, how do I get in contact with clubs? How do I secure trials? How do I show people what I can do? You can do it in many, many different ways. I'm going to tell you what I do personally. And as a caveat, it's very, very difficult. It's so busy. There's so many people that want to be players. They get so many requests to look at their videos or for trials that it's very difficult. I understand completely from their point of view, they can't look at everyone. But what I'm going to tell you is how I do it and what works for me, and hopefully it might benefit you guys, because I'm in this process now, and I hope it gives you some insight into what I go through when I try and get in contact with clubs and secure trials for myself. For some of you that have been following the Keeping Goals story for a while, you'll know that in Series 1, when I was out in Spain, I used a different technique to try and get people's attention. I would write to clubs in Spanish, handwritten letters, I'd address it to the clubs, and I'd send it in golden envelopes so that it gained people's attention, so that they would take interest, that they would read the letter and they wouldn't just throw it away with all the other bills and letters that come through on a daily basis. That got a bit of attention because clubs recognised that I was trying something different. It also got a bit of media attention because it was a different way of doing things, which is great for me, builds my profile as a player, makes people take notice of what I'm doing. But again, the response rate was still quite low. The real success I found in Spain was when I went door to door. I flew to Spain, I hired a car with my girlfriend and my dad, and I drove around every club in the Madrid area, and I knocked on doors and I said, can I speak to the manager, can I speak to the goalie coach, and I tried to speak face to face. That was when I got the most success, because nothing will beat personal interaction. But at the same time, it's very difficult to go and visit hundreds of clubs in person, so you need another technique for when you can't go there physically yourself. But flash forward 2 years to now, when I'm still in the same situation, trying to find a club, but at this point, things have improved for me. I'm a better goalkeeper, I know more people, I have a better network of agents, goalkeeper coaches, managers. Again, personal interactions. More people also know what I'm trying to do because of things like the vlog, things like social media. You guys know that my aim is to become a professional goalkeeper, that I'm currently looking for a club for next season. All these things help to build that perception of you, that you're serious, that you're not wasting people's time, and that people can go and see the quality that you have. You can go and you can watch the season highlights because they're on YouTube. You know what I can do as a goalkeeper. All my training sessions are there, all my season highlights are there, all my game highlights are there, all my season statistics are there. I'm trying to make it as easy for people to make decisions as possible. So in terms of my actual process for contacting clubs and trying to get myself a trial, it works in 2 strands. I have my personal network of people that I know, that I have relationships with, be that agents, goalkeeper coaches, managers, players, and within those networks and those personal relationships, I will talk to people. I'll pick up the phone, I'll ring them, I'll send them messages on WhatsApp or text, I'll send emails, and I'll say, listen, I'm in this position, I'm looking for a club, do you know anyone that's looking for a goalkeeper at the minute? These are people that know me, so they know what I stand for, they know how good I am, they know what level I can play at, and they'll be able to help me, hopefully, find an opportunity that suits me and that gives me the opportunity to improve and show what I can do. These are the people that you want to be talking to all the time throughout the season. You want to be checking in with them, talking to them on a personal level. You're not trying to ask and take. It's a personal relationship. You need to give as well. You need to help them when you can, because these are the people that you think in your career will help you to improve and move up the ladder. But those personal relationships, you need to keep in contact with them throughout the season, so that if they do hear, oh, so-and-so needs a goalkeeper, the first person they think of is Conor, because I've been talking to them throughout that season and they know me, they know what I'm trying to do, and they hopefully help you find those opportunities. The second side to my tactics in trying to find trials at professional clubs is the cold calling side. This side is much more difficult because these are the people that you don't have personal relationships with. They don't know you, they have never spoken to you before, and to them you could be anyone. You could be one of hundreds of people that are constantly sending them messages, asking for opportunities. So why should they speak to you above everyone else? So the first thing that I'll do is I will build an Excel spreadsheet of the countries and the divisions that I'm targeting. So for example, if I want to play in Spain, like I did in 2017, 2018, I will build up a spreadsheet of Spanish clubs in the divisions that I think I want to play in. So for me, personally, I was with Fuenlabrada. They were in the Segunda B. I knew from playing there that I can play at the Segunda B level. So in my Spanish spreadsheet, I will have all the Segunda B divisions, and I'll put all the teams that are in Segunda B. I will then go to the club websites of each of those clubs, and I'll find the name of the president, the director of football, the manager, the goalkeeper coach, people who make decisions on players, and I'll put that in my spreadsheet. I'll also find the address of the club, I'll find the phone number of the club, I'll find the email address of the club. They go in the spreadsheet straight away. That takes a long time. You've got to build that up, so obviously you need to be quite specific about where you want to play and realistic about the division that you want to play in. So you have the names of your decision makers, you have the addresses of how to contact them, but you'll build up your spreadsheet over time. So for example, I at the minute have spreadsheets for Spain, Italy, Germany, America, England, Ireland, lots of different countries that I've built up over time in case I want to play in those countries, in case I don't have a club like now, and then I'll start to contact those people. And in terms of contacting people, the response rate is very, very low. Probably about 1 in 30, 1 in 40. You need to separate yourself from the crowd. You can't just send a generic email, my name's Conor, I'm a goalkeeper, can I have a trial please? No one's going to reply to that. So what can you do to make your email stand out, or your phone call stand out, or your letter stand out? You have to show the details of who you are. You need to show the quality you have, whether that's the teams you've played for, the divisions you've played in, a link to highlights videos from your past seasons, something that shows the level that you're at and that you're not wasting people's time. You need to phrase the email well, have good spelling, have good punctuation, be polite, make sure you structure it properly. Things that change your email or your call or your letter from everyone else's. Finally, you need to provide them information, so if at the time they don't want to look at it and they come back to it later, they can see more about you. So I send, with every email, I send my football CV, which has my name, my date of birth, all my personal details like my contact address, my contact number, my height, my weight, things like that. It then has all my club history, so where I've played from as a child all the way up to my age now, the different countries, the different divisions, the different categories within a club, my stats from last season, so my shot save percentage, my pass completion, my cross success, my games played, my games won, my clean sheet ratio, all that details in there. It then also has a little bit in there which shows me as a person, so people can get an idea of what I'm like as an individual. For example, I have the story about what I did in Spain, how I found a club in Spain from the Guardian article that people wrote about me, different things where people can see that I'm serious in what I'm talking about, I have good quality, and my dedication is there to make the opportunity for myself. You can also then attach, like I said, a link to the videos from your past seasons or from your past games or training sessions. Don't put some silly music track on it, don't add effects. That's not what clubs want to see. They want to see real footage, unedited footage. They often want to see mistakes as well as things of what you've done well. So try and give a full vision of what you're like as a player. Have sections within your video on shot stopping, crosses, distribution, all the different areas of your game so that they can see what you're like as a player and analyze you properly. And finally, you can attach references from ex-coaches who have worked with you to say what you're like as a player, or letters of recommendation. All these things help for clubs to build up an idea of what you're like as a person and as a player, and hopefully give you that opportunity that you're looking for. But at the end of the day, it's still really difficult, as I'm finding. I'm doing all these things and more, and I still haven't found my club for next season yet. It takes huge amounts of persistence, hundreds of emails and letters and phone calls and messages, and you're just waiting for that one. That's all I need. I need that foot in the door. I can come in and then I can show what I can do on the pitch. And once I've done that, then hopefully you earn the contract because of the quality that you have on the pitch. I have full confidence in myself as a player that if I'm given the opportunity to show what I can do in a trial or in front of coaches, then the rest will be history and it'll go from there. But finding that opportunity is very difficult, and I hope this gives you a bit of value and how I do it, and hopefully it can help you guys if you have any issues or worries about how you contact clubs, because I do know as well as anyone how difficult it can be. But that's it for this week's episode of Keeping Goals. I hope it brings you a bit of value, I hope it helps you, and I hope it also gives you an insight into my life at the minute. This is what I'm doing day in, day out, and at some point it'll come. Thank you for watching, really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, keep the channel growing as you always do. Keep chasing improvement, but for now, that's it. Speak to you in a bit.